Hi guys, I'm Minhez. I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Plants Insights. In today's video I will discuss the basics about botany. Before going into the detail of botany, we should know about biology. What is biology? Biology is the science of life. Botany, zoology, and microbiology are the three primary branches of biology. Microbiology focuses on the study of microorganisms, while zoology deals with the study of animals, and botany is dedicated to the study of plants. Let's move straight to our topic of discussion. Botany, also known as plant biology or phytology, is a scientific discipline that focuses on the study of plants, including their physiology, structure, genetics, ecology, distribution, classification, and economic importance. Theophrastus is considered the father of botany, and the term botany comes from the Greek word botane, meaning pasture, grass, or fodder. There exist various types of plants in the world, including phytoplankton, which refers to tiny, microscopic plants that float in water. Plant diversity ranges from microscopic organisms like phytoplankton to towering giants like trees. Interestingly, some plants have an incredibly long lifespan, with some living for 5,000 years or more. In the study of botany, we learn about various types of plants, including herbs, shrubs, trees, climbers, creepers, and more. Plant classification is necessary to prevent any confusion in the study and ensure a systematic approach to understanding plants. In botany, plants are broadly classified into two categories: cryptogams and phanerogams. Both cryptogams and phanerogams share a common term, gams, which denotes gametes, the basic unit of sex cells. The term crypto means hidden or concealed, and when combined with gams, it gives rise to the term cryptogams, which refers to plants that reproduce via hidden or concealed gametes. In cryptogams, the reproductive structures such as flowers and sexual parts are not visible to the naked eye and are often concealed. A cryptogams is a type of plant that reproduces via spores and does not produce flowers or seeds for reproduction. Cryptogams are commonly known as non-seed-bearing plants, as they reproduce through spores instead of flowers or seeds. The term phanerogams is derived from the Greek word phanero, which means visible. In phanerogams, the reproductive organs, such as flowers and seeds, are visible to the naked eye. So cryptogams, non-flowering plants that reproduce via spores. Phanerogams, flowering plants that reproduce by producing seeds. The category of cryptogams is further subdivided into thallophyta, bryophyta, and pteridophyta. In thallophyta, the plant body is thallus-like, meaning it is not differentiated into distinct structures such as roots, stems, and leaves. Thallophytes are filamentous plants that lack roots, stems, and leaves. Thallophyta is further subdivided into two groups based on the presence or absence of chlorophyll: algae and fungi. Algae group contains chlorophyll. In addition to chlorophyll, algae also contain various colored pigments which enable them to prepare their own food and be considered autotrophs. On the other hand, fungi completely lack chlorophyll and therefore rely on other plants and animals for their nutrition. Therefore, fungi are known as heterotrophic organisms because they cannot produce their own food and rely on other plants and animals. Now, let's move on to the discussion about bryophyta. These plants are primarily non-vascular and the plant body is called thallus. They are also known as amphibians of the plant kingdom, because they require water to complete their life cycle. In bryophytes, the plant body is mostly thalloid and lacks true roots. Instead they have rhizoids. Some bryophytes may have stem-like and leaf-like structures, but they still do not have true roots. Bryophytes can be classified into three categories: liverworts, hornworts, and mosses. Let's start with liverworts. Liverworts are so named because their thallus, or plant body, resembles the shape and lobed structure of a liver. Liverworts are named so because of their resemblance to the structure of a liver. The next group is hornworts. In these plants, there is a structure present that bears spores, which resembles a horn. Hence the name hornworts. The third type is mosses. In mosses, where rhizoids, stem and leaf structures are present along with spore-bearing structures called capsules. So, the group of plants with rhizoids, stem and leaf structures, and spore-bearing capsules are collectively known as mosses. The distinctive feature of mosses is the presence of the capsule. In contrast to Thallophyta and Bryophyta, Pteridophyta is a more developed group of plants. Pteridophyta is a more advanced group of plants that possess vascular or conducting tissues. These plants are commonly referred to as vascular plants, as they possess specialized conducting tissues, xylem and phloem, which transport water, minerals and food materials throughout the plant. The term pterido actually comes from the Greek word pteris, which means fern. So, Pteridiophyta refers to plants that have fern-like structures such as compound leaves with fronds or feathers. The pteridophytes are further classified into 4 subgroups based on their morphological characteristics: Xylophyta, Lepidophyta, Colomophyta, and Pterophyta. The first group is Xylophyta. Xylophyta are simple plants with dichotomously branched stems. They lack true leaves and roots, but possess vascular tissues. The second group is Lepidophyta, which is characterized by spore-producing plants that existed as fossils and had vascular tissues. Third is Colomophyta. These plants are referred to as horsetails, as they have hollow and jointed stems with whorls of narrow leaves and produce spores. The Equisetum genus belongs to the pteridophyte group, and their fossils have been found in the Devonian period. The fourth group is Pterophyta, which are non-seed vascular plants and reproduce through spores. They can be either hemosporous or heterosporous. The phanerogams can be divided into 2 categories: gymnosperms and angiosperms. Despite having the term sperms in their names, both groups are characterized by the presence of seeds, making them seed-bearing plants. Both have same word sperms, which means seeds. Both groups are seed-bearing plants. In gymnosperms, gymno refers to naked and sperm refers to seeds. Gymnosperms are a group of plants in which the seeds are not enclosed in fruits, hence they are known as naked seeded plants. The gymnosperms are classified into 3 main groups: cycadales, coniferales, and netales. Cycadales is a group of gymnosperms where the seeds are borne directly on the sporophylls. These plants have pinnate leaves and are dioecious, meaning each individual plant is either male or female. The next group is coniferales, which consists of cone-bearing seed plants, as the name suggests. Most of these plants are trees, although some are shrubs. The third group of gymnosperms is netales. This plant division belongs to gymnosperms and is characterized by the presence of 2 cotyledons, opposite leaves, and vessels in the wood. Angiosperms are the next group of seed-bearing plants, which differ from gymnosperms in several ways. The term angio refers to an enclosed or container-like structure, while sperm refers to seeds. Angiosperms are plants that have their seeds enclosed within an ovary structure, which contains ovules. After fertilization, the ovary develops into a fruit and the ovules develop into seeds. Angiosperms are divided into 2 major groups: dicotyledons and monocotyledons. Dicotyledons produce 2 cotyledons after germination, while monocotyledons produce only 1 cotyledon. To access more videos, you may want to consider subscribing to Plants Insights and clicking the notification bell for future updates. Thank you.